Hello fellow classmates and board of directors. I will now present to you my final business proposal on the topic of the impact of youth programs on country clubs. Throughout this course, I have tweaked my research question numerous times. I first started with just one club in particular, River Bend Golf and Country Club in Great Falls, Virginia. However, as I was doing the preliminary research, I decided to expand the topic to include all clubs across the country. So I came up with the new question of what is the impact of youth programs on country clubs. After working at River Bend Club for 4 years and seeing very little success with their youth and teen programming, I realized that there had to be other clubs around the country that are also experiencing this problem. I was able to reach out to 6 different country clubs for an initial data gathering experiment. Chris Hudson of Valley Country Club in Colorado answered my email and expressed the same findings at his club. With this rationale and purpose in mind, I'm going to answer the following research objectives. What is preventing the success of youth program departments? What programs should be established to make it successful based off current teen trends? Are other areas in a club lacking service quality so members don't want to spend money at their club? Is there a detail in each children's event that could be preventing its success? My first step was to look into what the literature said about this topic. We can split up the findings into 3 subtopics: the country club brand, family dynamics, and current teen trends. The country club brand is described by Huang, Han, and Cho when they write that maintaining and enhancing the private country club's prestigious image is very important. Not only does the club have to make sure that its facilities are top of the line, but management must also ensure that there are activities for the whole family. Country clubs are seen as a stigma of the wealthy and a luxury, and must keep up with the standards of brand management. Members want to have the best all the time in order to stay loyal to the club's brand. Clubs must provide this. The Packaging Digest writes that kids influence up to 80% of household purchases. So why would country clubs not try to market to prospective members with children? The Packaging Digest goes on to say that parents encourage their kids. Moms choose the category and kids choose the brand. The parents will choose the country club that best fits their kids rather than their own needs and wants. But as the children grow older, their brands change and the clubs need to change accordingly. The trends are always changing. On average, a trend lasts around 1 year, and teenagers are the first ones to bring those new trends to light. Whether it is a new viral dance challenge or an app like Pokemon Go. Parker, Horowitz, and Rohall study concludes that sports are the most popular choice of extracurricular activities, followed by religious groups and music or dance lessons amongst teens. In order for a youth program to be successful and grasp the attention of these teens, the club must create programs that parallel the current trend and occur outside their normal activities. Most clubs have junior tennis or golf programs. However, these are usually not as popular with teens, as they will choose to spend most of their free time with friends while spending their money on food and clothing, as Peterson states. How exactly can we figure out how to strengthen these programs? Well, we will need to collect data. But how exactly am I going to collect data to answer my research question and objectives? Using a mixture of a quantitative and qualitative research strategy, I will create several small focus groups comprised of youth program directors and general managers from around the country. In addition, I will use a survey that River Bend Club sent out around Thanksgiving of 2016. The survey was created by the House Committee of the club, a committee comprised of members that oversees food and beverage operations, and featured 15 short answer and multiple choice questions. The survey was sent out to all current members and their spouses for a total of 1,150 email addresses. The survey was closed on December 4th, 2016. The survey got a 26% response rate, or 301 total responses. Because of the questions I will be asking these youth program directors and general managers are open-ended, I will compose several focus groups stationed in different areas around the country. When composing these focus groups, I will split the country into different geographical regions: Southwest, Southeast, Midwest, Northeast, and Northwest. Next, I will use simple random sampling to select the data from each region. I will do this by numbering the clubs, starting with 0 for the first club and 1 for the second, and so on. I will then select every 4th club in each region to use as my sample size. I will send them a postcard invitation, as well as invite them over the phone. Overall, I will invite 500 clubs to attend, with the hopes of a 28% response rate, or 144 total clubs. I will schedule as many focus groups as possible, 12 being the maximum number of focus groups and participants in each group. Prior to the creation of my focus groups, I sent out a mini survey to 6 clubs from around the country, asking them the same questions as I would ask my focus group participants about their youth departments. However, I only received one response, Chris Hudson from Valley Country Club, as I mentioned earlier. He has tried to schedule programs like service projects or helpful life programs for his club, but they haven't been very popular. I've compiled a list of 6 questions to begin discussions about each club's youth department. These questions will ask how many teens currently are members. Does the club have existing teen or youth programs? If they do not, what types of programs or events do they plan on instituting for the next year? How successful is the program if the club has one? If the club has a separate space for these events or for teenagers to hang out? In addition to these questions, I will ask additional questions based off of the youth program director's answers. Once I collect all the data I need, how am I going to analyze the numbers and comments into information we can use? With the Riverbend Club survey, all the data will be compiled and analyzed for me through a survey maker website, SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey outputs all multiple choice and matrix questions into bar graphs and gives the researcher the number of people that answered each question choice, along with the percentage of each answer choice based off the number of people that answered that question. Each of these questions is accompanied with a bar graph, but because the results list the number of people and the percentage of each answer choice, we can make pie charts or scatter plots if those graphs fit the data better. The number of people that answered or skipped each question is listed underneath each question. For open-ended questions, all comments for the question are listed one underneath the other. This way, the researcher can easily read each comment and know what question the comment is answering. The survey was sent out 100% anonymous. This way, all results could be treated equally instead of by who wrote each answer. Once the focus groups are completed, I collect all the data I need. I will begin to transcribe all the information. With the approval of the participants, I would either video record or tape record all sessions while writing down which director was sitting where and which club they came from. After all the answers are transcribed, which this process will take me several days, I will code each line and compare similar codes from different sessions and different directors. I will then send all my results to the participants of the focus group and publish any results to this board and upper management. From here, the youth department can make changes needed to increase their sales as well as create a more wholesome presence in the club. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me at any time.